Hi. Hi, I'm All Andy, the Silly Moustache here on YouTube and on many guitar related forums, because I'm a guitar nerd and I love singing and playing. But over the last 3 years I've found a very rewarding way of helping folks who share my interest. In the past I've been approached by people in clubs and things and asked me to help them with their playing and singing. But online sessions only started after the first COVID lockdown in 2020, when a gentleman called Sean from Atlanta in Georgia asked me to help him and introduced me to Zoom. And I've used it ever since, and I've lost count of the people that I've managed to help in that time. I've also learned a lot about teaching on the way. I started playing guitar sometime in the mid to late 60s after seeing an American singer-songwriter called Tom Rush. I decided there and then that that's what I wanted to do. And in so doing, I gave up a fairly successful gig as a drummer in various rock, blues and soul bands to focus on acoustic guitar and singing. I think I must have made just about every possible mistake when I was learning. And I did go to some teachers, but I learnt little from them. Probably because I really couldn't explain to them what I wanted to achieve. So this has probably influenced my approach quite a lot. Nothing is easy until you've mastered it. And it's all about you, how you learn, and what you want to achieve. And we need to understand that. In the early 70s, I became a bluegrass guitarist, doubling or tripling on mandolin and banjo. I had no one to go to for advice, so I had to make it up as I went along, which meant I kind of developed my own style. And personal style is important. I've done many solo gigs, worked in duos, trios, 4 or 5 piece combos, probably since the late 60s, yeah. And I've run 2 folk or acoustic music clubs. I've made 2 or 3 albums. I've written 4, I think. I've written for magazines, but I've never been a professional musician or a teacher. As your mentor, yeah, a posh term, but I think it's applicable. We would work together to build your style and confidence. Yes, there's going to be challenges, but we'll build your technique, finding the best and most enjoyable way for you. I don't really have a standard approach. Each of my clients, I prefer that to students, have different ways of learning. And I've learnt to model the sessions around you, your aspirations and your needs. For most of us, playing guitar is a passion and a hobby, and it's never going to be a career. But the learning process should be a fulfilling and enjoyable one, and fun. I teach the person rather than the songs. Oh, by the way, your age isn't a limitation. I'm 75, I'm still singing and playing, remarkably, and I've helped people older than myself. Many people tell me that they have used to play in their teens and 20s, then got the job, got married, had the kids, etc., etc., and want to come back to it, and that's great and that's fine. Another thing, I don't use notation or tablature. I actually don't agree with them, and I don't teach electric, jazz or classical styles, but we will discuss some music theory as it arises, because it can be really helpful. Excuse me. The sessions are strictly one-to-one. The duration is approximately 1 hour, and I strongly recommend weekly sessions. There is no minimum or maximum number of sessions that you have to commit to. It is totally your decision. We agree a regular meeting day and time if we can. Sometimes it might need to be varied, and that will be your day, because I only do one session per day. Life gets in the way sometimes, and in that case, if you need to cancel or postpone, please give me at least 24 hours notice or payment in lieu. After 3.5 years, I reluctantly had to increase my hourly rate from $50 to $55, or £45 UK. And that's per session to cope with the exchange rate and PayPal charges, etc. I really prefer them to be paid as soon as possible after each session via PayPal. Please note that I frequently spend a great deal of time preparing for each session and often emailing out information stuff before or after the session. I don't charge for them. I do suggest weekly sessions, and whilst I have taught people fortnightly by their request, I found it unproductive for them as we spend so much time trying to remember and recap on what we did 2 weeks ago, but it's still your choice. I don't demand any commitment for a minimum number of sessions. Your expenditure is totally within your control, and you stop when you want. And you can restart when you like. As far as equipment is concerned, I strongly recommend the use of a laptop with a built-in camera. However, I do also suggest external USB microphone and speaker. They don't have to be expensive or sophisticated. $20, $40, and that kind of price it would give you something perfectly acceptable. And by the way, you don't need to pay for Zoom membership if you haven't already got it, because I'm fully paid up and I'm inviting you to my meeting, so it's not a problem. Have a look at some of my other videos, and if you like the style, what I do, then please send me a note at ChiPickers2016, that's ChiPickers 2016 at gmail.com, advising me of your time zone and your availability. We'll get in touch and we'll sort something out. I'd look forward to meeting you, but remember, I don't teach the songs. I don't teach your guitar. I teach you. Looking forward to hearing from you. Bye.